we are gathered here today to witness a slaughter. Yes, to witness a slaughter to the ignorance and hypocrisy of the pro wrestling community. Hold up now, congregation. Now let me catch fire with these words now. I feel like, hold up, Mother Jenkins. I feel like there are some things that need to be addressed in this wasteland. So for all that in favor of going in on this topic, can I get a yay, man?
Hell yeah.
Amen.
Hell yeah.
To the hells, yes, and yay, minds, we're gathered here and we're going to slaughter this one here. So if you don't mind, I'd like to give a ceremonial killing video. We're about to hawk this one down, if you will. This topic is about to get stabbed like a New Year's bitch in a prison cell. Understand me. Sorry to be so graphic. Yes. Run, topic, run. Run, topic, run.
Yeah, all he had to do was run out the door.
No.
Close the door.
No. This topic is not getting away. We're going to get this topic. We're going to kill this topic. We're going to kill the topic.
Oh, no. I know why he ain't going out the door.
Because he know we're going to kill the topic.
No. That's his mama with the knife. There's no escape.
What's going on, y'all? It's T-Shaw on the One Wrestle Chat City. Yo, I got the gang in the building. We about to kill this topic. It's one that's been going on for years now, especially during the social media era. And this is something that I feel like needs to be addressed and finally put to bed because there's so much hypocrisy that needs to be addressed within this particular topic. And the topic that we're talking about, you see it on the banner, you see it on the ticker, it says it. Indie pro wrestlers not allowed to do other local shows.
And that don't make no damn sense.
It doesn't
make sense. It ain't never made no sense.
Now, we hadn't properly went over this behind the scenes. So what I want to do is I want to allow everybody else to give their honest opinions. Mr. X, you're coming from a whole different perspective, you know. So we haven't pre-talked about it yet. I pre-warned, but we haven't pre-talked about it. So also, Mr. Steal Your Girl, the devil man himself, I'm gonna want your perspective. So right now, from a fan perspective, Mr. X, how do you feel about a topic like this, or how do you feel about just the topic at hand? What's your opinions on it?
My opinion is, I mean, this is not, you know, one of the big corporate organizations or the one big corporate organization, as we know, who I should not mention. These are indie pro wrestlers, and wrestlers, as you know, for a long time, forever, have been known as independent contractors, even in the big company. So if you're an indie wrestler and you want to do a local show, especially if it's going to be a paycheck in your pocket, you know, to help you pay your rent and helps you to live and get along, you know, whoever says you're not allowed, that's just horse shit. I don't know why, you know, you can't be allowed to wrestle where you want if you're an indie wrestler. An independent contractor is a wrestling contract for that show, not for you to be exclusively, assigned with that promoter, you know, by himself or, you know, or whoever, you know, because it sounds like to me, it's like, you know, if you're doing a indie show with a promoter, he must think that, you know, he owns you right there, but it's just a one-time. Indie shows are basically mostly one-time deals. That's why they're indie shows. They're independent. You know, you do one independent show, you can go to another town, do a local show, another town, do a local show, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's how you get paid, because they don't guarantee the one spot that you're in, there's always going to be a show to do. You know what I mean? So that's how, you know, any pro wrestler should be able to do a local show no matter where it is, and he basically should have the freedom of doing a show, you know, no matter what city it is, local. Because like I said, wrestling is very vast. You know, wrestlers travel all the time, whether it be around the USA
Well,
or overseas.
let's see, at least in this area, in West Tennessee in general, and particularly outside of Memphis, I've been working outside of Memphis for the majority of it. It's all little petty fiefdoms. You get somebody, I'm going to open up a show. I'm going to be the guy, and you need to be with me and not with them because I'm here to save pro wrestling. But and it's just like, oh, I don't like him, so you can't go there. Or me and that guy, we had a falling out, and you can't go there. Or I don't like you anymore, so I'm going to go over here 2 blocks down the street, and I'm going to start my own show. Ha 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 ha! And it's idiotic.
Okay.
I mean, it was idiotic. Some years ago, and it's idiotic to this day.
Okay. I'm gonna speak on this one. We're about to turn it up a little bit. I saw several topics about this, touching on this. Another that caught my eye, which is on the screen now as we speak. A fellow wrestling community, he's a manager. He's played several different parts within the local area. I saw Scotty, aka Just In Case, he had posted something. But he's not. It's quite a few that's been posted and talking about this particular topic. Now, it's been trending for I would say like 2 months consecutively. And Scotty put up there. This is June 2nd, 1 p.m. He put on there. He said, this is what's about to happen in Memphis. One organization is going to hurt the other using the same guys in different ways. Y'all are going to confuse the fans. When that happens, they stop coming.
They stop coming to everybody.
And so that is one that I looked at and I watched it and I'm like, okay, this is the thing. This is the real hard truth about what some people put out there and say. And I feel like it's time to address it. This ignorance that's been going on in this community for so long needs to be addressed and needs to be finally slaughtered and put to bed. Do you hear me? This crap needs to be dead. There is no reason for this topic to even be still a thing, especially for Memphis, Tennessee. For Memphis, Tennessee, this topic that makes no sense. And I'm going to touch on it on so many different levels of why it needs to be touched on and why it makes no sense for us. For the Mid-South in general, we should not even be worried. Most of us should not be worried about nothing like this. We shouldn't. We're not a small town. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Memphis, Tennessee should not be addressing this at all. We should not even be worried about the same people being used on the same show. We are a big, small city. We're a very active city that can do multiple things in one night. But I'm going to say this here. The local fans, the average local fan in Memphis that attends most of all the shows, the count is up to 20. I don't think you understand me, Devil Man. I don't think y'all really feel where I'm coming from. The count is up to 20. There's at least 20 fans that will go to everybody's show. I can kind of name all of them.
It's okay.
So I'm going to say this here. The argument for not using the same talent would make perfect sense. It would be valid if we had an average attendee local fans of at least 300 to 250 people faithfully at everybody's event. That would be a valid argument. But no, Memphis, you don't have those problems. You do not have those problems. Okay? Y'all are trying to eat a rich man's dinner here. You don't have those problems. You're fighting over 20 freaking fans. This is pathetic. So any pro wrestler that wants to make this argument a thing, you have shamed this city. This is not an argument. You cannot sit here and say, you guys need to go there because, who are you fighting for? Half of y'all can barely do 89 people in your event. Half you can barely do that. Half you got to lie about your attendance. Half you got to get the smallest damn building you can get and run in it and say you got a sold out house. Yes, I'm saying this because you have to hear the truth. You need the truth. You've been pacified and patted on the back for too long. Somebody got to say it.
Been fed nothing but a steady diet of bullshit.
A steady diet of pure grade A bullshit. Yes, you have to. Because
and the practice of show A, seeing that show B is using this guy here and he's doing really well. Hey, come over here. And then just completely, instead of just, okay, this is who he is. This is what he does. Let's run with it. Like, no. We're just going to change you up 1,000,000%. That's the kind of nonsense that has people just saying, man, I'm going to stay home.
But still, look. When you have an average of 20 fans that attend everybody's events damn near faithfully, or 20 fans that get out on a regular, then you still have that's not even valid. Your argument's not valid anymore. This is what the local promoters and the wrestlers need to worry the fuck about. This is what they need to worry about. You need to worry about promotion and literally being effective at promoting. Fans are tired of shitty graphics. They're tired of the shitty antics. They're tired of the complaining and we're going to tell you guys what's going on in the back. This is what you need to know about what's going on in the back. They don't care about that because they're not invested into your show. You cannot produce new people. You cannot awaken the fans that have left pro wrestling. If you can resurge the old and gain some to the new, then we're talking, but there's no argument to be made. Nobody should be crying about who's going on whose show. And furthermore, to address the talent not being able to work other people's shows, fuck that. Let me be honest with y'all. There is no this promoter told this one Johnny Bravo looking promoter is telling everybody you can't go nowhere. It does. Look. That's not a reality. We want a boogeyman. That's not the boogeyman. Cannot one promoter tell you where you can and cannot go? I don't give a damn if they're on bootleg TV. If they're on a non-syndicated big network that's paying them to be on there. They're not making big bucks. You cannot tell nobody where they can and can't go. That is the talent that are doing it. Usually, that's the talent that's saying it because they don't want to go nowhere else.
They get comfortable,
or they want to up the grade. They want you to up the pay. If this talent is working local TV, most local television shows are not syndicated. They're not being paid for by the network. So local television is not what you think. The ratings on local television does not reach what you think they reach. Look, and that's what I decided to do. On our next couple of recordings and live streams, I'm going to bring real deal network executives on our show to break down the real parts about this and how it actually works in television land and why most local television is not effective. Anybody can buy a slot. Am I right?
You're correct. All it takes is somebody to have a nice bankroll or their grandma. Oh shit.
Well, technically, you don't even have to have. I'm be real. You don't have to have a nice bankroll. You can just you can purchase a spot. It's not hard doing it. So it's not a magic trick. So that's why I decided to reach out and bring some of my network friends over, people that work some of these local stations, and they'll tell you exactly the hidden truth. So when talent say that, such and such says that I can't go nowhere, that's a lie. I think it's a load of bullshit. It's not true. I believe that it's the talent that are saying that they don't want to go nowhere, or they want you to up your money. They want you to bring some more green. Because let me tell you something. You can't be binded to a bullshit contract. Like it'll be different if you were on a big network, if you were on an actual network where they make you sign a contract far as the image and your likeliness, you will know it when things are being trademarked. You'll know it when stuff really gets different, when it gets really iffy. It's not real. One of the individuals that everybody's pointing out, Mr. Johnny with the Johnny Bravo flip back, Back to the Future look, whatever the fuck, that silly shit. No matter what y'all think of that individual, still regardless, he cannot hold you back from going to anybody else's show. You can do any goddamn show you want to. That man don't run shit. Hell, he's not even the owner of the fucking promotion.
Wow.
No, he doesn't own the promotion. He's not
right there. I can say so. See, local shows, from what you're saying, is there's not much money to be made anyway if you got like very few fans. And I've seen YouTube footages of local shows which are very, very small. Unless you're working for the man himself and you know which man I'm talking about, the Stamford, Connecticut man. He's probably the only one on earth who tells wrestlers they can't work for anybody else because that's what you call, like I said, a big corporate organization.
Well, like I say, if your name,
he's on a major cable network, so
Mm-hmm.
With a primetime slot.
If your name's not on a contract and there's not a significant amount of money that's going to keep you parked, and you go, oh, this guy here, he used to be a big star on TV, so I should listen to him. Is he putting zeros in your bank account? No. Well, then it behooves you to work as many shows as possible to get yourself out there, especially for the young guys who have a chance to get out of this level and out of this market and move up.
Well, I'm gonna add something to it. The thing about actual legit networks that will literally implement those causes, though, that's when you're dealing with big business. Because your image, all of that is very important to a lot of these companies. And so what they're going to want is for it to be protected. As far as if you get on with, let's pick on TNT. TNT has purchased AEW's content. Or just for the company, they're purchasing their content. So that content will be remaining there for at least 2 or 3 years. That's a contract on that one. So talent wise, you're not to be going on anybody else's show as far as that's televised, anything like that, because now there's legal ramifications that will literally be a big problem for you. So that's big money been done. So that's when you are doing contracts. That's when your name is now traded as trademarked as well. Everything is it's a lot of legal parts that's going to come to this. A lot of bigger business talk to go into that, because everything is literally synced in to what they're going to actually make revenue off of, from the viewership of yours, from the marketing to what they're putting on with ads and so forth. It's a lot of big business talk to cover. But when you're working on a local television show, there's tricks to the trade here. If you're working on a local show, what you for the wrestlers that are working on local television shows, what you need to do is check the and it's not hard to do it. It's not illegal to do it. If you're working on a local televised show in a certain area, because I know most wrestlers, they want to make it feel like they're big. They like to structure, like they want to feel like they're doing something. It makes it look like, when you're on television, it makes it look like you're doing something big. But what you need to do is go find the slot script and make sure you go and find out what's your local television ratings. What is it doing within that slot? You can literally see the demographic. Look at demographics, look at ratings, look at all of that, because that equals exposure. You want to find out what's going on with your exposure. Are you getting noticed? Is anybody actually seeing you? Ask the promoter to hey, can you send me transcripts of our ratings and what hours was good, blah 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 blah. Because let me tell you something. This is how you know you're really doing something. when you're being viewed by close to 100K, if they can show you 100K people watching you, okay, bravo. You might want to stay on there then. If they can show you, if they can reach, if this local network is reaching 100K people, then you're talking about something. Something's effective. But if you're not averaging 100K or more, preferably more, if you're not within the 400K meter, you're not pushing no numbers. You ain't talking.
If your rating is so low it doesn't even chart, man,
then you're selling yourself short. Get your money, work those local shows. I don't give a damn. Because a lot of talent, a lot of young wrestlers, they'll work a show that's being locally televised. No, just because it looks neat to people that's not in the know. It looks real neat to them. It looks real nice to them. Like, hey, it looks, I'm on TV. Hey, mom, I'm on television. Oh, my baby on TV. But they're not really explaining, well, I'm on local television. It doesn't get very many views, but hey, I'm on local television. That's why a lot of promoters will big up their YouTube channels. Now they'll push the YouTube. Well, our YouTube is doing. Okay. People know about paid views, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we have an organic show. We have an organic YouTube show, which is our Good Nature Entertainment, the mother promotion of this whole brand. Over 10 million hits. Over 30 some subscribers, 30,000. I'm sorry, 30,000 subscribers. That's been earned over the accumulating of the years. But you can actually pull up the organic. It's like doing Facebook. When you do Facebook ads will show you organic and they'll show you paid. So YouTube can show you that too as well. So for all of the talent, if you look at, if this person says they got a YouTube page and it's doing numbers, ask them to show you the transcript. Ask them to show you the demos. So can I see demo? And you should be able to see. If they cannot produce the demographic, they can't screenshot it to you. You're being bullshitted around. You've been bullshitted. Start getting more serious with your careers, people. Because a lot of y'all like living in lolly land and like playing with yourself. But let me get back to this post here, man, because I want to read some of the comments as well that were going on in this post. None of this shit matters to the fans except a very small percentage. Okay, I'm looking at what he just said. And I like looking at people's comments and what they be saying. That's on the talent for not sticking to their gimmick in other places. If you worked for a Lawler back in the days, you could never do any other than your gimmick. He puts the belts on. Okay. I see what certain talent or certain talent and fans are saying. This is the thing. Local TV. That's fine. You can do local TV. You can do it if you want, man. Feel how you want to feel. That's your life. You can work it. But I'm gonna say this here. As far as doing other shows, talent being told or allegedly not being allowed to do other indie shows. If you're grown, you're grown. You're an adult. Can't nobody tell you shit. Now, the argument that wrestlers or some certain wrestlers and promoters are making is not one. This is what I'm saying. It's not one that Memphis can stick on, especially Memphis. And most of the promotions outside of Memphis, you can't even stand on that because you don't have the attendance to back it up. Devil, you've seen the attendance. Malik, you've seen the attendance. They don't.
Of course, yeah.
They don't have it to back it up. Like what you talking about? You got it.
And plus, you got to remember a lot of those local shows, any shows, if they're taped or televised, they're televised not on primetime slots. We're talking like, I'm
12 midnight.
I'm in a joke of it. They're really kicking butt at 4 a.m. I mean, that's what you find some of them shows too, on 4 a.m. on your local cable channel or local channel. I remember one time, this is years ago when ECW was up and coming. I found it. I saw my first ECW show around 3 a.m. on my independent local cable network. But
There's many
that was a good
different
show.
there's many different tricks and tactics. Like you have to before, well, like now things have changed up. Even the early morning spots that might come on around 9, 12, 10, 12, whatever like that. Those early spots that come on up in the mornings. They're not as dominant as they once were. In order to know what's the hottest time slot now, you have and what which gets the most traffic, you have to literally pull it up through TV Guide, or you can actually as actually a website. I meant to get the link and repost. I know I got the link saved. I think my bookmarks, but you can post the link and it'll show you the demo. It'll show you what area, so that way you can try to. Most spots you can't purchase because they're already purchased. Those top dollar spots that you should use, are already purchased. But most of the time, if you're really pushing a real show, there will be a there would be a deal that can be landed with any network. A network will pay you to literally produce your shows for that network, but you're not getting that. That is not what is happening. A lot of it is just it's for the look. When people are paying for their show to be on a airing out on a local station, it's just for the look. You're doing it. You're supposed to be doing it for advertisement for your next show. For your next television spots are supposed to be for your show, your live shows. And something that I've seen that has not been effective. I watched 2 different wrestling promotions run on television. And not one of them people, not one of them shows has been able to run inside a freaking Coliseum, to run inside an auditorium alone and pack that bitch out. So that alone tells you.
Can't even pack out a high school gym.
That tells you right there that television is not the wave no more. It's not. Because people apparently are not getting the message. Back in the days, as everybody like to say, back in the days when they were showing up on channel 3 or 5, whatever like that, they hit the Coliseum later on that night or that Monday. They hit the Coliseum up and it was packed out. Good attendances, well over 1,500. So I'm just saying, like, come on, man, make it make sense. And once again, talent. For my talent out there, it's you guys that are making these silly ass decisions. And people, you have to understand that most talent, man, most talent are young and impressionable. So if somebody tells them something, they usually duck their head and go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was, oh, yeah, pay your dues. Yeah, you paying dues. What you doing? That's what you're doing. You're paying dues. All right. Yeah. They get knuckled into a lot of things. Most talent don't stand up for themselves.
If you go over there, you're going to lose your spot here.
Yep. A lot of talent get tricked and played with by these promoters. You shouldn't go over there. So you stay. You should. You know what? You should do this. A lot of times, a lot of times for the wrestlers out there, they don't understand when they're being played. A lot of these guys will play you. You think they friendly you. Look, there's not a lot of friends in this business, and you'll hear a lot of the legends talk about that. There's not a lot of friends in this business. A lot of guys, there's not a lot of educated individuals in this business. Not a lot of them are educated. A lot of these guys, you don't take an IQ test to become a pro wrestler. You don't.
That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. And even in the big company, you got some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen.
Yes, you do. And I've been around them. I've been around some very intelligent individuals, but man, some of the people that were famous and on television, oh my gosh, they were not smart. God,
just walking around in the back, all geeked out. Oops.
You know what? You do it. Hey, now.
And I'm gonna bet there were some members of the clique who are probably some of the dumbest motherfuckers that you probably ever met.
And that's the thing. It's a lot of individuals, but you got a lot of smart people. Look at Glenn Jacobs. A lot of people that's highly intelligent. That literally or John Bradshaw Latefield. You got those that are intelligent that literally have educated and have been educated and have moved into the business, but predominantly a lot of the guys in the back, man, they're not as like you would literally be kind of upset when you meet them. You'd be like, dude, you're not that smart, are you? Like, what the hell? You
Like
know,
and over half of them probably don't even have a high school diploma. That's the sad part about it.
and,
And making
and,
all this
and
money.
that's the thing you have to look at with pro wrestling is that a lot of individuals that you're literally looking for knowledge from and really advice from, half these guys, shit, they ain't got no education, and so most of them, pro wrestling is one of them situations where you don't have to go through college to get there. So you don't have to have a highly educated, added, highly educated added inquiries to literally be considered. Oh, you're able to go through. All right, okay. Let me see. What's your academic look like? SAT score. You don't have that ain't working. You don't got to pass much nothing. They got to go through physical training. Physical and sometimes mental. Some people can train you. They train you good mentally, but that's sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm educated.
I know you are. That's why you. Yeah. Anyways, but that's the honest truth. These things are because you can sit here and hate me and be like, he's saying too much. You can be mad and hate me all you want, but the truth is gonna remain the truth. Is that pro wrestling is not a place where you're gonna have some of the most brightest individuals inside of this particular community. No, it's not. A lot of guys are easily influenced and just kind of just swindle. Oh, yeah, you do this. Next thing you know, this person's lost in the sauce, getting played. That's why look, I'll put it like this here. I had an individual hit me up after. Remember when I did the control your narrative TV tryouts and whatnot like this? I had an individual tell me that they were advised not to go, because it wasn't saying that it wasn't legit. Now, the talent that spoke with me told me that that's what they were told by their promoter. Well, one of the promoter they're working with said, "Oh, it's not legit." Then all of a sudden, the video drops of Austin Aries, literally confirming. And now this person that told this talent that was not legit, they said that this individual said that, hey, no, they spoken with Austin Aries himself and it wasn't legit, it wasn't going on, all this other just basically bullshit, right? And the person, but they called me when we talked afterwards. They was upset. They was like, man, I was gonna come, but they had told me nah because they said that they knew for a fact it wasn't legit, that all this was a hoax and I said, oh really? But when he saw the video, he was shocked.
They was boo boo the damn food, and that's on them.
And like like I said, we talked afterwards. And I told him, I said, look, man, you got to learn how to be your own man. I said, fuck what dude told you. I said, you don't let no other man talk you out of your potential, out of your spot. Like literally, I spoke with Austin Aries, I believe yesterday. It's yes. Well, no, the day before yesterday, I spoke to Austin Aries, and we're still talking about the talent that attended. And also if you are one of the talents that attended the show, you need to call me because there's some big opportunities coming away for these guys. And that's the thing, man, is guys are letting people talk them out of shit. I understand you love your veterans. I understand you, but sometimes, man, y'all have to have a mind for yourself. But most of these individuals, that's why I don't deal with most talent, is because they let other people, guide them. Like, yo, man, you got to be a man, man. You got to make your own decisions. That's why I have talent that come to me and say, T-Sean, what you think I should do? I said, you should make an educated decision. Think about what you want to do. Think about how you want to be represented. And the shows that you do need to be based on that. Based on that. For one thing as a wrestler, what I look for, when I would go out of town and do other shows, what I look for, I want to be on a promotion that knows how to promote, that has been effective. I don't give a fuck what everybody else. I want to see how effective you are. I want to see what your graphics looking like. I want to see if my face is going on the flyer. I want to know what the flyer looks like. I need to know that you're not afraid to put money into your product. Because if I'm gonna come put my body on the line, I need to know that I can be on the show that literally, puts something into their product. Especially when I know that you're paying for your graphics, you're paying somebody to put your graphics together and consecutive. And I notice you're doing multiple. That's why a lot of people, if you look at NLCW, we do multiple different graphics. So that should give you a rating that at least you know that this promoter spent at least two to 300 on graphics alone. So at least I know that okay, they're investing into themselves. When I see that you have a street team hitting the streets promoting, as a wrestler, I feel good about coming to your show now because I know that you give at least something to put on the show for us. These are important things that you should look for as a wrestler if you're going to go to a different show. You got to do your research on these places. But because a person can talk, and talk. Can they not, Devil? They can talk their ass off.
Oh, man, they can flap their gums so much it'll spin a windmill.
They can talk their ass off, tell you everything, and then tell you this, tell you that. But yet, you get to the show and they can't produce.
Next thing you know, you're out there at Shit Show Corral. Damn.
They can literally push it and talk about every other promoter that they see and point fingers. But look, yet you're not what you're saying. You are your damn self. I think that's ridiculous. That's why I said not too long ago is that this whole narrative of talent shouldn't be used on other folks' shows is a very fake one, and it needs to be changed to, supporting other wrestling promotions. Be happy that another promotion is running. Be very happy.
Because guess what? A rising tide raises all the ships.
No. Can you please? Can everybody please say that again? Please say that again.
A rising tide will raise all the ships.
Amen.
If you don't understand what that means, what that wonderfully and beautifully means is that, and pro wrestling community promoter terms, if a promotion is successful in your area with gaining an audience, that audience is now being tuned back into that channel of wrestling. It's not just, they looking good now. I don't like that. It needs to be me. It needs to be me. I need to be me. Why does not me? You know what? Let me. I'm finna run so I can outdo them, and I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna show you how to do real wrestling. No, get that out of your head. That is stupidity at its best. You should be happy if they turn it with a. And Devil, you've been around me. You've seen when if I see a show not doing too good, I'm not that happy because it makes me feel like, damn, man, I got to put my money into this product, but even they're not even doing good. But when I know that you haven't put nothing into your product, that's the difference.
Yeah. But if somebody's out there busting, doing all the prep work, doing the proper promotion, and I mean more than Facebook, actually be putting boots on the ground, and you're doing all that shit, and then something still doesn't work the well, it's like, well, fuck. Just
like the last show that we did at Grand Stage, the attendance, I wish the attendance was even bigger, but I gotta say, I really maybe because a lot of folks blame the rain. The storm. They said, oh man, y'all was up against a storm. But that's where pre-sales come into play. That's one thing I love about the pre-sales, because the pre-sales we did good in pre-sales. And that's one thing I love about pre-sales is that, you get those people that you bought a ticket, you're coming, you're not. If you're coming, you're not coming, okay, but you purchased a ticket. But it encourages fans to attend because they purchased a ticket. And that's something that I love, man, is that but that was a good thing because you purchased your ticket early, you got a good spot, you got a good sitting. So the VIPs did very well. So that's why you make the VIPs where you make them are. Where a lot of talent, a lot of the talent, big shout out to Laura and everybody that came out, they were able to actually sit and talk with the famous stars. They was able to actually be around them and ask questions, take pictures, and all that great type of stuff. They got what they paid for. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I love what Grand Stage did. What could it? I wish it could have did more, but I gotta say, profit was made. You know what I'm saying? That was a very big show. Far as what was put into the stage prep, everything else. But far as financially, it did a success. Because all we needed was 300 people. And I had individuals hit me up say, or was taking slick shots like, I don't see no three. I'm gonna tell you this here. Me and lot numbers don't. And the one thing you can do is you can actually, if you want to, just if you go to like the first hour and start, just count, pause your video and count. If we did close to anything of 200, and you times that with 60, then you gotta look. You gotta do the math then. Like that's what I'm looking.
Well, like you say, and like the building that we're in, like it was like what, a former department store, wasn't it? I mean, it's fucking big.
Yeah, I mean that 300 in that building don't look like shit. Of course.
I mean, even when going out the front way, once you got past the chairs, there was still what, 30 or 40 yards of just space.
Yeah,
past the back roads. I mean, it was. I mean,
that's a pretty big venue. But it goes to show how much work that we have ahead of us. Now one thing I love that I saw new fans. I love seeing newer faces. I saw fans from other the go to other promotions, but I'm not satisfied. That goes to show that there's still more promoting that needs to go on. But we did reach more new people. I got to see people that I've never seen come to wrestling shows, and some of y'all can look at the videos. You can see like some individuals you don't even know who the hell they are. You've never seen them. But the fact that it's continue to get out there, but that's why we need more promotion. We need promotions, more effective promotions. I'm sorry, let me clear that up. We need real wrestling promoters, more of them. They actually get to the actual profession of promoting and getting it done, because I need help pushing this wave. You know what I'm saying? NOCW alone is not going to be able to do it. That's just we need promotions that are not afraid to get in there and get the job done. That's why I'm a fan of all of the promotions running. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when promotions run like, yeah. They're going, we finna shut it down. You don't like us. Man, I like you. Do your thing. Yes, do it. Because please, and I hope you get a bigger attendance than I got, because I need some more fans out here.
That's just motivation.
Thank you.
Because everybody likes to get their ideas.
I won't say motivation. I'm going to say, for me, it's clarification that, okay, I can actually do, like, okay, all right, that means that, all right, cool. It's clarification for me, because now I'm like, okay, so fans are here. If I see, okay, prime example, if I witness somebody pull 1,000 fans or 500 fans, that's going to let me know, okay, they here. But I understand the different tricks and tactics that are used to get people in, or all the free tickets. But my thing is still, to each his own. That's why I like doing stuff myself, because I know there's no smoke and mirrors, there's no lying into it, because I don't like lying to myself about live attendance and shows, because I always make it my business to know and be honest with myself on who's in there, who's paying, who's paid to get in. Because if you do not be honest with yourself, you're gonna lose. You're gonna horribly lose, because you're gonna start believing your own lies. That's something you don't want to do. As a promoter, I urge you, all my promoters out there, stop lying to yourself. When your attendance ain't good, be serious about it. Like, okay, yeah, my attendance wasn't good. We gotta work on that. But all the lying, it's not gonna help you in the long run. And fans, I said this before, fans are not stupid like you think. Now, some fans, they may not be as, but I've heard fans talking, and a lot of them, they're not as stupid as you thought they were. They know that he lied about his attendance. I didn't see that many people. I don't think I saw. He said he had 50 people. I saw this person's family members coming in, person's family member, and it was roughly 25 people that was in there. But promoter wise, 25 to them means 65 people in here. We're packed out. Like, no, dude, stop lying. Stop lying. And then, it always shows when there's paying issues, but the paying issues should never be a thing, especially when your promotion working by yourself. Always have your shit together as far as by yourself. But like me, I faced a situation where I was working with another promotion, and I understand why a lot of promoters don't work with other promotions. It's not what fans thought. It's not that it's gonna be an issue because it was ego problems. No, it's just some people do things differently. That's what I'm gonna say on that one. And some people, especially if money is made, that's when you start seeing how people really, 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 really are. When money is in their face, and it's like you start seeing honest traits come out of people. So that's something that I've learned. Is that part can get tricky. So I think I've done it enough with my promotion. We've worked with a lot of promotions. Like I think we've worked with the most promotions. We got to be one of the top promotions that work with a lot of other people. But I definitely want to give that a rest for now. If I work with another promotion, it's gonna have to be real deal paperwork, some very tight stipulations, on that one, because it's just everybody doesn't move the way you move on a legit part and aspect of things. So and this, like, once again, this is no shot or smiting anybody else's promotion. It's just that you start seeing other shit, and the best thing to do is to learn from it and to move on from there. But to get back to the actual topic at hand, indie pro wrestlers not allowed to do other local shows. That's a bunch of horse shit. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. As an independent wrestler, contractor, you can go and work any goddamn where you want to. Will you be shut off from a promotion? Let me tell you something. If a promotion stops you from or says they don't want to work with you no more, blah blah blah, bye. That's not somewhere you want to be then. I'm gonna tell you, Malik, if somebody tells you we're not gonna use you no more, okay, fuck y'all. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's that easy for you to be looked and passed away, like literally peoned away, then all right, cool. You never meant nothing in the first place. It lets you know your place. If you're on a local indie show that's on television, and they say, oh well, this is gonna mess up our angle. Fuck you. Okay, I'm good, because it's not that serious. There's no big businesses going on, so cut it out. Nobody's losing no major money. Cut it out.
True that.
It's just not a lot of this shit, and half these motherfuckers ain't really spending good money on a local station any goddamn way. You're not making no big money, so cut it out. To tell somebody, which like I said, I don't really even believe it. I don't even believe that they're people being told that they can't go nowhere. It's just they don't want to go no goddamn where, or they want you to pay up. They want you to offer some more money, because technically you could. I'm just gonna be real. Because the idea of television. This is the idea. Damon, I'm gonna let you shed some light on this one. But this is the idea. The idea of television is that you're supposed to get more notoriety, right? People are supposed to know you. They're supposed to see you more.
Bump that asking price up.
So the price is supposed to go up. So if you are an indie promoter and you're trying to book another talent that's on somebody else's show, and they're on local television, then how about you offer? I guarantee you, I'm gonna say this, sir. Let's pick on K Toomer, my good friend K Toomer. If I said, K Toomer, 250, 300, 250, I need you to do this show. You think he gonna turn out? Hell no. If I say 500, You think he gonna turn it down? No. It's like negotiation. It's negotiation. Like, oh no, money talks. Because
Conversation rules the nation.
that's something different. So if you feel like a talent is not going to not is being held back from your show, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Up the price. See what they say. Say, hey man, I'm gonna drop this on you. Up the price. See what they say. That's usually what they're doing. It's an old tactic, and I can't believe that some people didn't notice it. It's an old tactic. Like, hey, look, I'm on TV, so my asking price should go up now. So you want me? Give me some money, some more money, put some more on that one. Because for one, it to me that it makes a lot of sense to do it that way. You know, if you feel that way, but will it lessen your view? I mean, your bookings? Yes. Because people now you're gonna build a reputation that people know that you charge too much. But most talent they don't like to say it like that. They just say, well, yeah, I don't think they're gonna let me. They're not gonna let me. Da, 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 da. So that's when you say, well, hey, look, how much you need, or matter of fact, what's your regular? Just tell me what's your regular booking rate. And they say, my regular book rate is such. Say, well, look, how about I do this? How about I pay you this, that? And they may be like, okay, well, let me get back with you. I'm gonna hit you up. Listen, you probably get a message that's gonna say, hey, I'll do that date. There you go. That's really all the talent wanted was for you to up your fucking price or what you're gonna pay them. They want you to. They want to feel like if it's like this. If I'm gonna leave a local television show, I know the ratings ain't all of that, but still, if I'm gonna work another show when I'm working with somebody else's show, make it worth my while. Make it worth my while. Other than that, you ain't talking about shit. Because for one, I'm gonna look at your product. I'm gonna say, well, what can I get at your product? What can your product offer me? Yeah, I can benefit your show by me performing on there, you know, putting my body through some shit. But what can your product offer me? That's that. That is that. That's what we're looking at, people. Anything you want to say about it, Mr. Devil?
Man, I was like, you hit it right on the head. And if there's any promoters out there who are just legitimately going, oh, don't go over there because they've got no little dick energy, man, fuck them.
Yeah, if you have if there are promoters that do that type of stuff, you are a grown person.
You need to get away from them idiots, anyways.
Most of you individuals, y'all are grown individuals. Y'all know better. You know damn better. You should not be doing no stupid shit. Like just you should not be that okie to where you're allowing somebody to tell you where you can and can't go. Like, no, dude. But like I said, I think the main
not
thing
your daddy.
No, you're not your daddy. The main thing is that a lot of talent feel that, hey, if I'm gonna leave, if I'm gonna do another person's show and kind of, bump heads with somebody, I need to be paid more. That's all they want. They want to be paid more, people. That's it. So for my promoters out there, they be trying to get this talent to do their show. Tell them, just say, hey, look, how about I offer you a little more? I guarantee you, your answer will be a little different. You know what? We can talk a business. We can talk a business. Talk a business. Hey, talk a business.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
Bullshit. How them Southern dudes say bullshit walk?
Bullshit.
So, but to clarify everything that we're saying, we're covering the parts about talent not being allowed to work other shows, being told not to work other shows. We're clearing up that part. We're clearing up some of the reasons behind why it's really most of them it's the talent that's literally they just don't want to go to your promotion. So the easiest thing for me to say is that, oh yeah, yeah, they don't want me to come up. Like I don't want to let me. It's easy to put on somebody else. But when you're dealing with grown individuals, adults, can't no adult put it off on nobody else. No, you can't tell me unless we're dealing with a major corporation. You can't tell me where the fuck I can and can't go. Well, I'm not gonna let you know. I'm not letting that slide. You better be. If you pay my bills, different story. Different story. But I'm gonna tell you something else for my wrestlers out there. These promotions need you. Us promoters, we need you. We need you. Especially if you are a good promoter, then wrestlers need you too. It needs to be a win-win here. That's why I say, as a wrestler, I'm looking for a promoter that can really put me on. That I see that will go to bat for his promotion, that will promote their ass off in the streets. Presentation, papers, documentation. I need everything done for me to feel comfortable being there. I need a good promoter. That's what I want. So that's what wrestlers, most of you talent should be looking for, is good promoters. Guys that don't mind being an actual promoter, getting it out there, promoting, not just on social media, not just videos. No, I need you getting out there. I need you being effective. That's important. That is very important. For real. Because a trifling ass promoter ain't gonna do shit for you, man. You want to shed some light on that, Damien? Because now, prime example, small town shit don't work in big city shit. It don't. Small town shit don't work in big city shit. We see a lot of promotions that come from small towns come in Memphis and don't draw shit. You got to get out there and promote. You got to. Smoke and mirrors can only last so long. So I want to thank everybody that chimed in. Because I want you to think. I want you to work for yourself. Get off your ass. Stop letting certain situations turn you somewhere else. Make you feel like, okay, this is not that. Okay, this is not effective. I want a lot of you to really get to the root of this. You have your life in your hands. Your career is in your hands. That's where it is. So you need to bust your ass at getting you on. For real. That's just as 100 as I can keep it.
Definitely. It's, if, the talent needs a promoter that's actually going to promote. Not just somebody who's like, ooh, I have my own wrestling company. Not somebody who's going to play promoter. Somebody's going to do it. Not the guys who are like, well, I can't make flyers this week because we didn't make any money last week. No, man, you got to speculate to accumulate.
On that note, Summer Bash, NOCW, Summer Bash badge of the summer. Four horsemen. Good. Summer Bash. Yes, we're at number 4 now. Wow, it's 4 Summer Bashes. Wow.
First one.
I remember you was at the first. Yep. Just the first one. Wow. I always go back to the first Summer Bash. It's one of my most talked about events because it was the beginning. I know people say Worlds Collide was Worlds Collide was canon to NOCW. It was, but our first solo us show was Summer Bash. Uno. And as we went on, and years and years, as other years we went on, because I know Summer Bash 2, probably one of my most favorite of posters that we made. Summer Bash 2. Then you go on. Last year we had Summer Bash 3. So now here we are at 4. We skipped one because of the pandemic, but now we're at 4. This is just, to me, it's epic. It's beautiful, and to see what we're doing now and what we have in store at Summer Bash 4, it's freaking awesome. Brought to you by Wrestle Chat, Summer Bash 4, Pro Shingles. No, and also let me take this time, if you don't mind, Devil Guy, to
By all means.
to give Pro Shingles their props, man. My hearts and prayers go out to the family of the owner of Pro Shingles, about their matter. And for those of you that know the owner, send your love and condolences as well. But I want to say they have been one of the best sponsors that I have dealt with. Man, I mean, wow. They have been just purely amazing when it comes to sponsoring, helping, and doing what they do best, man. I'm highly, highly. I feel blessed and lucky that they have done what they've done. I'm gonna read some of the comments before we go. Chuck Hill says, "When I was a kid, I watched AWA or World Championship Wrestling at 9 a.m. This was Lawler, Flair, all the top guys back in the day on Saturdays. I missed the old school wrestling." Yeah, it was a special time. It was a special time, especially for pro wrestling, just in general. So I saw Hollywood. He was agreeing with one of the lines and talking about the differences with what's going on this topic. But that's something that, like I said, I had to get out there, all of that, and also, like I said, a big shout out to our sponsor, Pro Shingles. I think we got some more big name sponsors that's coming through that I supposed to be announcing, but I want to kind of like save it until we get to July when I release all of that type of good stuff. But
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I forgot you. Yeah, you know, but yeah.
I know nothing.
Yeah. I can I. Well, that was a. Well, I don't know. I think I probably said. I think I'm a save what I was about to say about for what happened to Grand Stage. As far as that was a bigger surprise supposed to be for Grand Stage. I think I might save that for an interview I'm about to do with one of the talents from Grand Stage. I think I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna say that there. I was gonna talk about it now, but I guess I'll say that there.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. I got to. We got to. I gotta be real smart about, and it'll be better because I think a few people are hear it now. You know what I'm saying? Like that way we can kick it off with that. But what's up?
Gotta leave them wanting more.
What's up, Mr. Hoover? I heard he's coming to the next Summer Bash show. But a lot. That's one thing I do. I want to give big thanks to a lot of the fans out there. A lot of the fans out there. I gotta say thank you, man, because y'all literally, you guys push us and motivate us to continue to go harder and harder. I love listening to the fans that talk about NLCW when they talk about NLCW Nation Championship Wrestling, doing what we've done, and it's the way they talk about us. What they say, they say, "Man, you guys are refreshing. You're new. You do different things." Like, I can't wait till the footage of a Grand Stage comes out. But it's the things that we do, the things that we have brought to the table. We don't get credit for, and I don't expect this. I don't expect to get credit for nothing until I'm dead. That's when I'll be called promoter, number one promoter. He was the greatest. Oh, he did. That's when I'll get my props when I'm dead. Sadly to say, but I still feel like I haven't. Of course, I feel like I haven't done enough, but there are some things that you can say that a trendsetter worthy, because there's a lot of trends being set that folks follow, but yet it happens.
Oh yeah. Ain't nobody gonna remember none of that shit. Like that, man. Weren't y'all the first ones to do this? First ones to do that? And I was like, you bet your ass.
Yeah, it'll happen when we're dead and gone. Then you guys no, because
man, I'll spring out that coffin and start slapping them all.
Yeah, that's something that I'm very familiar with that'll happen. But Um, but we know, we know what's going on. It's like, so I was talking with a fan today, and they were talking about just I'm just gonna piggyback on the topic just a little bit. They were talking about how uh they talking about the first summer bash, and then they was like how we went from that venue and another venue. Said folks started following us because and what I say this all the time. I was telling now they asked me. They said Tishon did. They said the first place that y'all did summer bash shit. Did anybody try to run there after y'all or this? Because they thought that somebody did run. I said no. I said, but that's funny you said that because the owner had told me that his venue was he started getting hit up by other promoters. People asking him, can they do a wrestling show there? And he wasn't really for that. That was a friend did. That's my friend that Cam did for me. But he said he later received multiple different people hitting him up. They was trying to book the venue for pro wrestling shows. And I was like, okay, all right,
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool, but he wasn't down for no pro wrestling shows been there with nobody else. He turned them down. Then he turned around. I came out to Watkins, North Watkins, started running out there in a location where nobody else was running. In a venue that nobody else decided to even look at. All of a sudden, everybody wants to run there. And I'm like, okay,
You're welcome.
all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, then wherever I go, then I went to the Mid South Event Center. Oh my gosh! Next thing you know, on Austin P. Next thing you know, people popping up and hey, like this, like whoa! Every time I go somewhere, to be a promotion that's not watched or looked at, or it's like you guys are watching and doing everything that I do. Like what the hell? Like where's the love, man? Show some love. It happens,
I
man.
mean, at least give us, a hug or a thank you or a courtesy reach around.
But one thing I did like though is so when I did the NOCW building, when we did the Zone 901 Event Center, and then I was like, yeah, now come follow us now.
And they did.
Yeah, promotions did, but respectfully, it was done in a fashion where okay, it was more keeping wrestling because the one thing we did we kept pro wrestling going. It was going in there and it was circulating. We literally kept fans, me and others. We kept fans going like they was running shows. I'm running shows, so we kept wrestling going in that one venue. Now we outgrew it. It just because a lot of fans ask me, so why didn't you why didn't you stay in that video over that venue? Oh, for those who still tuned in, the new venue, the new event center that we have now is huge. Wow.
Is this up on Mount Moriah?
No. It's kind of you kind of in the ballpark. I don't think you've been have you ain't been sent the memo, have you? Oh, sorry about that. Um, there's a few folks that know about, of course, that know about this. They know about the actual the big. We will not be running there on the 23rd. It's not ready. It's not ready. But I got the videos and all that stuff like that. But the venue is freaking awesome.
So we talking Great American Patriot Games?
I'm hoping Great American Patriot. That'll be. I think it is. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till the workers they can tell me when they have an estimate time when they be able to be finished. But
Yeah.
this venue
Ain't no sense in rushing.
it really ain't because this venue. Well, before October, because there's other yeah. It definitely it'd be done before October. I'll say that. But this venue next level shit. Next level shit. This is next level shit. If that's why I say I don't understand. I don't think people should even hate on or even hate us. Like it's just it's not worth it. Hating on individuals. That's why I gave that. I told you this before. I gave up on that. I gave up on a lot of this stuff, man. Like it's pointless to me. It never helped me out. It never got me to where I needed to be. Me hating on somebody or sending like just being spiteful of somebody else. It just never did me any justice. That's why I gave up that shit. I nah. It doesn't help out. But folks live by that, and that's what they do. And my thing has always been trying to connect and work with others, and or encourage because I'm watching. Because success, you know, can happen, but if we're still trying to butt heads, it's not gonna work like that. It's not. We're trying to downplay the next person. It's not gonna work like that. Or playing politics behind the scenes. My thing is just be straight up. But what with the new NOCW event center, that's next level. Um. Oh,
Haters get on your job.
please don't hate us. Now, I know, I get what you're saying, but please don't hate us, y'all, because this is gonna be. I need support on this one because this is next level shit. I know I'm always pushing the envelope and going up and up, but I'm so proud of this particular accomplishment. The new venue is they won't well really, to be honest with you, Devil God, this will not be. It won't be worth it. Once I want to talk about it so bad, but I know most of the guys that were at the venue that did the walkthrough. We did we took down everything that we need done to the venue, the building before. Uh, I know some of y'all watching and you're like, yo, you're like, don't talk about it. I told everybody, let's not talk about it. Let's keep it like this because I want to go ahead. I want to. I'm a big mouth. I love to brag about it and talk about it, but my thing is, let's let it be. Let's just. I want to present it. I want it when it's presentable.
Unveil it when it's ready.
Yeah, that's more of where I'm at. But I may renege. I might back out some of the stuff I'm saying. I might go ahead and start dropping stuff. But right now we're pretty convenient. I mean, unless there's some shit that can't be repaired in this place. Other than that, it's thumbs up for me. Like right now,
How's the
uh,
plumbing?
good. Plumbing, well, yeah, the plumbing's straight. The electric is good because the electricity was on. Um, I guess it's a couple more things that I see that I need worked on, and we'll be good. We should be real good. So the new NLCW wrestling center is good roofing. All like y'all gonna see,
Oh,
man.
I yeah, I used to be at this one place years ago, and man, they had Bill Dundee out there one night, and it was raining, and there was 2 inches of standing water in the back, and Dundee was not having it. He goes, get my match on.
Well, yeah, but for those of y'all that attended Indy Pro Wrestlers not allowed to go to local shows, we've proven that that's a bunch of bullshit. We've proven that
It's stupid.
it's stupidity. And for anybody that's crying about a certain wrestler that doesn't want to come to your show, whatever.
Fuck 'em.
That's fuck 'em. Let them. They don't want to come to your show. They don't want to come to your show. Usually, it's like I said. That's them. That's them. That's that person that doesn't want to do your show. It's not the promoter. It's not the promotion. It's them because you're dealing with the one thing that we keep forgetting is that we're dealing with adults. Do you understand me, Devil Guy? We're dealing with grown adults.
Supposed to be grown ass people.
If you and that person, sometimes these people they put it off on the promoter or the promotion. Say, oh, well, they know. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. That's just that person. They either they don't want to do your show or they want you to up the pay. Give me a better
Mhm.
offer. Give me some money. Money. Talk money. I'll say this. Talk money. Lead with that, and then there you go. But now some wrestlers, some people, they go with what they heard the other guy said. Oh, he said that he can't do our show. No, if you don't hear that from that person, fuck that. Because a lot of that shit, I think it's fugazi, man. Like I'm not worried about it. Like if when talent, that's so many, man. There's so many talent that has turned me down or said, hey, can't work. All right, cool. I've had talent. Oh, let me before we wrap it up.
Oh,
Here's a breaking point.
oh,
I've had talent turn me down, but when they realized the show was big or what was going on, they hit me back up. But did I high side on them? Was I like, oh no? I've had talent like because most of my promote within a month or two in advance. How long do we promote Grand Stage? Like we start like in April. Yeah, we started.
yeah. I mean, it was that was a good long build up for that.
So, but I had talent that hit up, and they told me, oh, I'm booking on that date. And I was like, oh, okay. And turn around, hey, can I do the show? I mean, I didn't high side. I mean, I don't believe in doing the high side. She's like, oh, well, no, you want to do nothing then. I was no, my energy remains the same. So talent should never feel that way about me. Like, oh, well, now he ain't gonna work
Oh,
for me now.
I mean, yeah. Even the talent's like, well, I'm booked here, but if you put me in there with a star, I'll jump over to you instead. Oops.
Yeah, well, I don't do none of that type of shit. But now if for talent that do want to work the show or if they can't, okay, I take this there. But if you come back and say, you know what, I work your show now. Long as everything the deal is good, we good. I don't too much care about all of the weirdo stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just as long as everybody's respectful and we do our thing, we good. So uh I'm just this is my advice to promoters. Talent they don't want to do your show or they can't do your show. Don't worry about it, my guy. Don't get too bent out of shape about it. Can't do it, can't do it. He don't want to do it, he don't want to do it. Cool. But
Because there's
me,
15 guys right over there who'll do it.
yeah, so don't charge it to the wrestler. Just say, okay, cool, it's part of it. Just keep it moving. But I don't think I've ever like went mad. Oh man, they can't do my show because I've addressed it when we did the whole community topic about it years ago. But I don't, that's why you won't really see me doing videos. Oh man, because it happened last year. Uh, a local Mid South Legend veteran was allegedly told that he couldn't do my show, and which I would. I mean, I guess I put that name out there another day, but he was told he couldn't do my show, or he was advised not to do the show, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, say no more. I didn't make I a bitch gripe. I ain't gripe about it. Y'all don't know until now. I haven't said his name, but y'all don't know until like now. I'm just now talking about it. So
I mean, let's say if somebody doesn't want to come and works the show, hey, whatever. Guess what? Over here, he will.
so other than that, though, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, man. You guys have done an awesome job at supporting this grand stage. Another great situation, man, that popped off. I'm glad that the fans had the entertainment that they wanted. They were pleased. They were happy. To me, that's all I really care about. Is that the fans were excited and happy, and that everything got worked out that was supposed to get worked out. And ultimately, the fans got their good entertainment. That's all that matters to me. That's it. You know,
And and the fans were there. They were entertained, and they got to watch me finally win the title I've been chasing
I was gonna put him
in,
over. I
in
swear,
a
I was
clean
about
and
to put him over.
scientific manner.
I was about to put him over, but he put himself.
Oh
He
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
He
Oh
couldn't wait.
no, no.
He couldn't wait. I was just
And
about to.
there was no underhanded tactics at all.
What what Devil Guy's referring to was that he won for the first time the First Blood Championship, the X Division's First Blood Championship title. He finally won it. He is the current NOCW X First Blood Deathmatch champion. Yeah.
And any talk of a crowbar is completely speculation.
Yes. So now that we got that out the way, and he's been put over. Thank you all.
I'm sure Amber Heard has got something to say about it. Right.
Thank you all for Amber. Thank you all for tuning in to Wrestle Chat City, and all the Wrestle Chat City gang members that's been in the building. We'll see y'all later, man.
Peace and chicken grease.